Bond. James Bond.
That's what it is.
Hey Camera Naggies, I'm Ashley Matthews and you're watching Film Geek. This week in Hollywood news, according to CinemaBlend.com, there has been a confirmation that Morgan Freeman will be appearing in Ted 2. Morgan has signed on to play an iconic civil rights lawyer who comes into the picture when Ted needs to resolve some legal issues. McFarlane says he has been looking for a high-profile actor who could fill a fun role. Freeman certainly is high profile and has proved time and time again that he can play all parts, whether serious or funny. Ted 2 is due to hit theaters June 26, 2015. The 7th and final season of FX's Sons of Anarchy is full spin, and some of its most explosive moments are yet to come. Season 7 started off 10 days after the end of Season 6, with Jax in his familiar orange inmate jumpsuit. Jax makes an alliance with the Aryan Brotherhood. You can tell that Jax is on a path of vengeance because of Tara's death. Gemma is still protecting Juice, that is in hiding. The numbers of Sons of Anarchy's final season premiere are up from last year with 6.2 million total viewers. That's up from the 5% from last September's date. Denzel Washington recently took apart an AMA session on Reddit and made it very clear that he would love to be the next James Bond. But given the past, the role for Bond has only ever been considered by Caucasian guys from the British Isles. It is possible that things could change, and Washington says his answer would be a sure yes. But by the time a new Bond movie is made would be 2017 and would make Washington 63, which is 20 years older than just about any actor who's played Bond before. Let's talk about the new release I caught this weekend, The Identical, which is a drama. This movie is based on twin brothers that are unknowingly separated at birth. One of them becomes a talented rock and roll star, while the other one tries to balance the love he has for music and pleasing his father, who wants him to follow God. This movie has an amazing cast: Ray Liotta, Ashley Judd, Seth Green, and Blake Rain. Let's take a look at the trailer.
You sure your daddy's okay with this?
Oh, yeah, man, I take his car all the time.
Hey! You punk, get back here! Give me a song, Mr. Music Man.
Where do preacher's kid learn to dance the way that you do?
Something just happens to me when I hear music.
I gotta feel it in my feet. Dance, dance, dance.
Whatever it is, it's a good thing round rage.
Dance, dance, dance.
Sing songs, write songs, that's all I want to do.
It's boogie, boogie, rock and roll. Get out of here!
A honky tonk, you're going into the ministry.
Your father tells me you got a mind to follow in his footsteps.
Mama, I don't hear this call Daddy wants me to hear.
It's a man's job learning to stand in his truth.
Drexel Hemsley. Ryan cannot hear us.
It's in every storefront in town.
Who is this?
Anybody ever tell you you look just like Drexel Hemsley?
Are you guys related or something?
No, not related.
You're the girl for me, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ryan, you're about as close to the real thing as I've ever seen.
Ladies
and gentlemen, you're identical!
I think this boy's a star.
I signed Ryan Wade, The Identical.
Just want to work some of my songs.
Nobody wants to hear your song. You're a pretender, buddy. You are nothing.
It's time to tell him the truth. He has a right to know who he is.
I'm mighty proud of you, son.
The call you heard was for your life, not mine.
You're breaking my heart, boy.
You looking for something, aren't you?
It's not about the money. I'm tired of being somebody I'm not.
I was alone.
I was alone.
Made me believe.
Why are there always
always police involved with you and me.
You called the cops on me?
This week I'm joined with Samantha Jones, who is the producer of the summer documentary, To Be or Not to Be, Marijuana in Oklahoma. Thanks, Samantha, for joining me.
Yes. It was fun to go to the movie, so I'm glad to be here.
We saw The Identical this weekend.
Yes.
And to me, I feel like this movie is going to be a part of history.
Yeah, definitely.
I felt like it definitely, everyone's first impression when they see this guy is, oh my gosh, he looks so much like Elvis.
Right.
So I know in the middle of the movie, I'm Googling, okay, does Elvis have a twin? Because I wanted to know, is this really based on Elvis, but just names changed?
Because they had a lot of little innuendos and like hints that, you know, this was Elvis.
Right. His leg shakes and the music, and like stuff that he was doing.
Definitely, and the you know, trials and tribulations he had to go through to get to play his music, you know, even more like made people think that it was Elvis, but you know, in the end might be a little bit different than you think.
Yeah, definitely. So we did find out that Elvis did have a twin, but he was in fact stillborn. So
that's what it says on the internet.
Yeah, so that makes me feel like this was a portrayal of what Elvis's life could have been like. Right. So because I mean, it talks about the army. It talks about, you know, I don't know much about his dad, but I know that his dad in the movie was preacher. Really,
he was a preacher's kid.
He was definitely.
And that's what I thought about Elvis too. I don't know much about Elvis, but I thought
I don't either. Kid. But I think if his dad was, this is definitely a portrayal. Of what it could have been like.
Right. I think that's where they were going with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like splitting of the two boys, the way that it happened, was something that was seen often in the 60s or even earlier.
It was like, I mean, I think it was around maybe the 30s even, that it was not uncommon for, you know, a family to be suffering and struggling so much that they have to, you know, even give up a child to someone else maybe to take care of, try to give them a better life. And so from the beginning, I'm in tears, you know, automatically. I'm in tears from the beginning. So it was really, really good. There was a lot of sad parts and a lot of really feel-good parts too.
Definitely. So I know we were laughing and having a good time because, you know, we were in there all by ourselves.
Right, I love that.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, none of us is laughing anymore because it got real serious.
I mean, literally laughing our butts off, not even 5 seconds later, bawling.
Yes.
Like, it was really good. It had those tearjerker moments.
I'm not sure if you like noticed, but Ray Liotta, I feel like he aged a whole lot more than they made Ashley Judd age.
Yeah, Ashley Judd, I've just always loved. I mean, I feel like he's one of the most beautiful men in the world, you know?
Ashley Judd, the mom.
Yeah.
Ashley Judd, the mom, Ray Liotta. So I felt like her hairstyles changed, but I don't really feel like they made her face
age.
Yeah. She never had gray.
Right.
She didn't. So I wonder if it was because you know, he had that secret.
Right, and he was eating him more than he was eating her. I mean, who knows? I'm sure it probably ate both of them up, you know, but I mean, how can you really, as a parent, make that decision, you know, as the giver away or the taker, you know, like, to be able to keep a secret like that for a lifetime is just...
And to look at this kid and know, this isn't my real kid, but, you know, you're going to raise it.
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely a good movie.
Yeah.
I felt like really, there was some parts where it was slow, but then you're just like, gosh, that's...
See, I disagree. I have to disagree.
It was slow?
I was tuned in the whole time. Totally, I was captivated the whole time. It was a good storyline.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought it was easy to follow. I wasn't uninterested at any moments, honestly. Because I was always looking for those little details, and I'm trying to figure out, is this Elvis or what's up?
Yeah.
Like, and so I was really paying attention. So I think they did a good job at hooking people, and I think that was good. Yeah, they did good at that.
What did you think about the music? Because they weren't songs that we've ever heard before.
Well, I loved it. There was a lot. I mean, I took like a music introduction class, so I know a little bit about the early 30s and jazz and everything. Jazz being born in that time, and I thought I heard a couple Louis Armstrong songs. I was very impressed. I loved it. I love that kind of birth of jazz music, and I thought that was really cool that they were very, you know, particular with the songs that they chose. You know, they weren't just like random songs from the 30s. You know, they were very particular about the songs they chose from the 30s and 40s and stuff like that. And they went along through different time eras too, and continued, you know, to mature with the songs too. I thought that was cool to help the audience understand, you know, time progression stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought the music was great. I want the soundtrack, to be honest. I'm a big soundtrack lover.
Yeah, I've talked about soundtracks before. Like, If I Stay had a great soundtrack. But yeah, definitely a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
I feel that once he realized, after he went to go, I can't talk about that. Can't talk about it.
I know, it's so hard to talk about this, but not talk about this.
It was good. I know. It was really good.
It was hard not to just go out and tell other people about it. Like when I was telling my friends about the movie I saw, it was hard not to just tell them the storyline and just like, you won't believe what happened, but it's you got to just go out there and see it for yourself, for sure. It's worth it.
Definitely. So we both agree it was good. So I'd like to say thanks to Mancia for joining me.
No problem.
I'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to High Horse University. You're a communications major, right? Here at High Horse U, you're just a number to us because you're making us loads of money. You'll also have to sell your kidney to pay for tuition. Sign on the dotted line, please.
That's what happened.
Come with me. This is Cameron University's Communication Department. We care about quality education, not robbing you blind. Here, you'll actually get to know your professors and classmates. You won't be needing this anymore.
Visit Cameron.edu for more info.
Starplex Cinema, or I Catch My Movies, released Off and Tell 2 and No Good Deed. They also have the $5 tickets on movies before 6 and just $2 more for 3D movies. That's all for this episode of Film Geek. As always, you can find me at the Starplex Theater, where I'll be catching what's new at the box office. Until next time, Aggies.